with power you live long. In fact, with power, I don't even know how long, because it depends on your management of power and the power culture and tradition. There are things that people in power do. Look. God told Samson, the most physically powerful person in the Bible, there are rules. This is your hair, don't cut it. So it's not going to be correct thinking for Samson to wake up one day and say, what is it? What is wrong with a person going to Baba? You don't understand. There is nothing wrong for a person to go to Baba, but you. This is why you need to understand the rules of engagement for what you crave for. I don't even know anything in the power sector that is not bounded by rules. You cannot be reckless. But here's a brother that was told, don't remove the hair because that's your power center. If you mismanage your power center, you'll be powerless. The power center for Moses was his hand. Because when God called him, he said, what is in your hand? The hand was the point of address. He said, put the hand here, bring it out. Put the thing in your hand down, it became they carry it again. So every miracle that Moses did, he did it with the hand. When they were going to cross the Red Sea, he just raised his hand over the sea. I had explained this here before. For Joshua, the power center was his leg, because he was the one to divide the land. He has to trek through. He had to put step down, say measure from here to there. So God said, wherever the sole of your foot shall touch, you possess the land. That's the power center. For Brother Samson, his own was on the head. Watch this place. For Elisha, his own was in the eye. Because when he asked Elijah, give me the double portion of your power, Elijah said, if you are able to see me. Can the media man figure it out and put it in there? I want to point something out serious to you, because in the power school, there are strategic lessons to learn. You hear me? There are things that other people do, you cannot do it. And it is important for you to know. There are groups you can't keep. There are fellows you can't befriend. There are places you can't go. There are food you can't drink. You can't eat. And not that they are wrong, but because of your call. He said, thou hast asked a hard thing. That's 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 10. Thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if that, you see, you have asked for a hard thing. Nevertheless. You have asked for a hard thing. He didn't say you have asked for an impossible thing. It's only hard. It's what? It's possible. He said you have asked for a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me, when I am taken from thee, it shall be so. But if not, it shall not be so. So the power you are asking for, you will get it through the eye. Go down to that place where we were told that the chariot of fire came and carried him up. And you will read it in the next verse that Elisha saw it. Yeah. And it came to pass as they went on and talked, that behold, there appeared chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Verse 12. And Elisha saw it. So the condition and the terms of engagement was that if for any reason you can't see me, because there are you follow, do you know that they are carrying your master away today and you are paying attention to that? There are gossipers and you are paying attention to that. There are slanderers and you are paying attention to that. There are sons of prophet. When you read the Bible, of all the sons of the prophet, no one became a prophet. None of them became a prophet. They are gossipers, they are slanderers. They are people who went up, overpacked themselves like standing inside one room and the place cannot contain them. They're the ones who go and borrow money and die and put their widow and their children at risk. They're the one who go and borrow axe and the head fell on, hey, for it was borrowed. They're the one borrowing axe. So all kinds of prophets. All kinds. There are sons of prophet. Do you know that your master is carried? They carry your master go today, so you know. And Elisha told them, he said, I know what you know. The difference between you and me is that you are stationary. And I am going somewhere. Is somebody here understanding what I am saying? What you know, I know. But the difference between you and me is that you are station managers. You are people who are going nowhere. You are just where you are. You are the people who went and borrow, you went and park yours, you can't build a house. You are people who don't have anything. And you are doing profit. You borrow money, you can't pay, and put your wife and your children at risk, and you doing profit. The reason why the man put her hand on her head and said, hey, for it was borrowed, because he knew that if you get back to town and you don't return the ass to the madam, the woman you went and borrow ass from, the thing you don't want to hear, that's the day you hear. That since you've been doing profit, you can't buy ass. No, you have been doing profit. You go and find my ass for me, because since the day you have been doing prophet, as you are prophesy, did you see me there? Now, go and find my axe. That's the thing. Me that I'm not a prophet, I have axe. Now, you're a prophet, you can't buy axe. So, Elijah was warning Elijah. Elisha said, if for any reason you can't see me because of distractions, because of gossipers, because of slanderers, I know what I'm talking about. It's the biggest crisis in the power ministry. Distractions, gossipers, slanderers, people who are not moving, people who are not going anywhere. The way they are, that's the way they are. That's the way they will die. They're not going anywhere. The way they've been, that's the way they are. And you want to be looking at them and thinking about them or even reply them. There are those who don't deserve your reply. They don't deserve your time. Because you are going somewhere. Tell yourself, I'm going somewhere. Tell yourself, I'm going somewhere, please. Say it now, say, please leave me. I'm going somewhere. Leave me. We are not the same. We are not the same, sir. Nothing about you have changed from what we used to know. So please stay where you are and be talking while I am walking. You are talking when I am. If you are able to see me, then it will be so. So the question now is for Elisha to be at alert. Who you are. And when Elijah was taken, the Bible quickly put it there as a foresight, and Elisha finished. So, because of his ministry, hey, Gehazi, where did you go? I didn't go anywhere. I said, okay, I hear. When you were pursuing after Naaman, I was seeing. The king of Syria, who among you is a traitor here? The thing where we talk for meeting, then you go and leak the secret for the king of Israel. One man raised hand and said, nobody here. There's one man there. Everything you are doing here. When the soldiers of Syria came to harass them, yes, I was about to, hey, they don't come, they don't reach my 12, they don't reach my 2. Elisha told him, go and sit down. The boy will not sit down. Then he said, God, open his. The power center for Elisha was eyes. When the soldiers of the Syrian army came, and Elisha went out to see them and asked them, who are you looking for? And they told him, he said, what I will do to you is to make all of you blind. Eyes. He fought and won with eyes, because that was his power center. For every man, there is his power center. And when you mismanage your power center, your power leaves you. Then they removed Samson's hair, and he got up to walk as at other times, and knew not that God had left him. I wish he knew. But that's the way it is with power. When you get it, you know. Pentecost. When he leaves, you don't know. They didn't know. The day the ministry of Moses ended was when he abused his power center. Speak to that rock. That hand thing, the hand was itchy. Use the hand. God says speak, use the mouth. So he went to the rock, he didn't flog it twice. And Paul was telling the Corinthians that the rock was Christ. That the rock that followed them was Christ. The mobile waterworks that was following them for 40 years, that was Christ. So you are asked to speak to him. But you are not seeing Jesus in the rock. But the Bible tells us that Jesus is rock. From the rock. Yes, water came out. There are times our abusers get result. God called him aside and retired him. The people are drinking water and clapping and the miracles are happening. Yeah, miracles are happening, but the man is being retired. God told him that, what did I ask you to do? Sometimes when we see these miracle workers doing miracles, before we celebrate them, would you please find out from God what God asked him to do? You don't understand what I am saying. We see miracle workers. Miracle can be very, very fascinating. People are clapping. Yes. But you find out what God asked him to do. Is he doing what God asked him to do? That he's getting results is not enough to validate the error. Can I say it again? That he's getting results is not enough to validate the error. So God called him aside and said, what did I ask you to do? I asked you to speak to the rock. You went and started flogging the rock. Well, because you are a power abuser, your ministry is ended here. You will not see you will not enter the promised land. And the fear that I have each time God is replacing people in power is he brings an inferior person to disgrace your pride. So God went and called Joshua. Joshua is not an intercessor. Joshua is not. Joshua did not even do any miracle. Look at all the miracles that Moses did to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. But Joshua did not even do any miracle, but he was the one who brought the Israelites to the promised land. Yeah. When God is removing Saul, he put David, the bush boy. Yeah. Saul will go from the bush. People in power have to be very careful, because if for any reason they are replacing you, they will go and bring somebody who is inferior, somebody who didn't go to school, somebody who don't have your knowledge, somebody who don't have your fame, somebody who doesn't have your money, and he will do better. You don't fear me. Your purposes in power have to be clearly stated and defined before you receive power. Otherwise, you will hurt yourself with power. Look at the way that Samson brought down the house on top of his head. Is that how to use power? He used his power to bring down the building on top of his own head. That is what you do with power when you are not schooled and learned. In our culture, he had no wife, he had no children. Wherever night met him, that's where he slept. Any woman. All the people who ruled around the time Samson ruled, they ruled for 40 years. Eli, in spite of the bad boys called Hophni and Phinehas that the Bible called the sons of Belial, Eli ruled for 40 years. And then Samuel came. Samuel ruled for 40 years. Then Saul ruled for 40 years. After Saul came David. David ruled for 40 years. After David came Solomon. Solomon ruled for 40 years. God distributed 200 years to 4 people, 40, 40, 45 people, 40, 40, 40. You know how to do it, you don't know how to do it, you take 40. You are a wise man, brother Solomon, take 40. Saul, you are a stupid man, you are even possessed with the devil, you take 40. David, carry 40. Everybody 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. 200 years, give it to 5, 40, 40. It was in that period that Samson reigned and ruled. He ruled for 20. The reason why God decided to halve his tenure and he could not run equal with those who were in line in that generation of human being was because of the recklessness, that he was reckless with the use of power. He went and slept in a harlot's house in Gaza, and the people gathered around the gate that Samson said. He woke up in the night, go to the gate, like he pulled the gate, he carried all the gate, he carried the iron, carried everything on the shoulder and went away. The power was still working even when he went to sleep with the harlot. This is the problem. It will still be working, but it's working to end. If the power supplied to this fan, if never take light now, and the power is no more coming, it will not stop immediately. It will still be blowing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you are pressing iron, your clothes, and power, there's a power outage and power failure, the iron will not be cold immediately. Yes, sir. You can even still be using it to press a scarf, nylon thing. Yes, it will still be working, but it's working to close. That's deception in power ministry. It will still be, look at Solomon.